Good evening, ladies and gents. So we are back with another Conquerors Blade video, and this time around I am going to be introducing you to everything of the Season 16 Sengoku PTR realm. Now, most of this stuff is going to be coming into the official version of the game. However, take with it, there is going to be a few changes, a couple of differences between this version and the live version, which is going to be releasing just over a week on the 1st of June. Before we get into it though, please hit that subscribe button if you have not already, if you want to be kept up to date with the latest and greatest Conquerors Blade. So with Season 16 we have a whole multitude of stuff coming in. The community managers have just done their stream, the content creators are currently running about with a load of players playing and testing and doing this, that and the other. I am here just to show you everything that is new that is coming into the game. So like I said, this will be releasing as a free update to Conquerors Blade on the 1st of June, once the game goes down for maintenance on that day. When it comes back up out of maintenance, we will then be into the brand new season. Season 16 Sengoku, all about Japan, samurai, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to explore everything from the runes, the battle pass, all the new systems that have come into the game, all the rest of it, and I'm going to explain everything to you. If I miss anything, I do apologise. We've not had a booklet this time around, so I can't actually kind of keep track of what I've done. But any questions or anything that you want me to further explore in the next week while I've got access, please do leave me a comment down below, and we will have a bit more of a look into stuff. So going into the F5 menu, I'm going to show you first the battle pass. The battle pass is just set up the same as it is every other season. So you have the top level, which is your premium battle pass. If you purchase the premium battle pass, or if you win one of the free ones I'm giving away, I will link the description for the video for that one, then you will actually earn more glory as you're going through this battle pass, which obviously will make the battle pass leveling a lot quicker. If you have the premium version as well, you will get everything in the top line, you will then get everything in the bottom line. Everyone that does not have the premium version of the battle pass, you will just be getting the bottom line worth of stuff. But still, there is a reward every single level, both for premium and for free. You are going to be getting a lot of stuff as you are earning your way up through this battle pass. Notable kind of levels that you want to look at are level 1 of the premium, and you are going to be getting this attire, which I think is very, very cool. I quite like that. Moving all the way up to level 50, you are going to be getting this unit attire, which again I think is really cool. That's going to look really good on certain units. Moving on up, level 70, we get the mount attire, which this season actually I really like. I'm not usually one for kind of mount attires, but I'm really enjoying that one. And then all the way up to level 100, we get the red stag samurai armor, which is looking damn hot. I love this kind of attire. I am proper nerd when it comes to the Samurai Warriors series, and this is Yukimura Sanada's kind of look, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to be getting up to level 100 in this battle pass as soon and as possible as I can. So moving on to the weekly challenges, again broken down into 10 different weeks, all with a different bonus in terms of glory for our battle pass. Obviously you want to be making sure you completing each and every single one of these each week. Season challenges, so this is where we're going to be unlocking 3 of the 6 units that are coming into the game. First off, we have the Ronin. The Ronin are the samurai dudes. They are wandering kind of warriors that are going about and doing this, that and the other. I know everybody is just more interested in their kind of abilities, though. Everybody is off actually testing these guys at the minute, so I can't tell you how well they fare up against things. But for a blue unit, looking at it straight off the bat, looking at the stats and everything, I think these guys are going to be quite good in terms of the blue meta. They have a charge ability. They have a Lado Strike, which will inflict a massive amount of damage. They have Hero's Rise, which reduces their leadership during the season, and they have Parry as well, which is going to be very, very useful. Just going to leave this on for a couple of seconds just so you can look at all the stats. Veterancy bonuses, moving on over. I'm not going to go through everything on the line, but kind of looking at the last kind of bits. I would say from this, I will probably go top line because 30% drain of health is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Low, looking into our next set, and these are the Glaive Warriors. They're another female unit, one of the very few that are still in the game, but they are, I believe, meant to be very, very good against cavalry from what I've been told. that would confirm it. They have an anti-cavalry actual unit trait. So they have a charge ability and they have an onslaught ability. Their stats, even though they've got lower health than the Ronin, they have kind of decent attack. Their defense is not very good at all. I can see these guys suffering quite badly actually when they are in kind of melee. It looks like they are going to just be all about stopping those cavalry charges. Looking at all of the veterancy lines and everything, so again, bit of testing needed with these girls to see how well they actually do play and do fare up against stuff. They may need a little bit of a buff already. I can tell from their attributes they have very, very low health there. That's a bit of a concern. But going into our third seasonal unit, this is the Orochi's Samurai. This is obviously the tier 5. Every tier of unit increases the amount of challenges that you have to do before you can finally unlock them. Again, these guys have very, very low health as well for a tier 5 unit, and they've got decent kind of attack, but I can see these may actually need a buff as well before they come into our version of the game. Loads and loads of different unit traits here though, and I've just seen a bit of footage of these against the Yunyadao cavalry, and these guys absolutely slayed them. Absolutely slayed them, but you need to time this advance just perfect to actually get that big damage buff from them. Just looking through their veterancy lines again for you, nothing too major kind of jumping out there, but I'm sure after lots and lots of testing we will find just how well they actually do. I'm not sure if I can actually show you the other units. I will try and find them. Let's have a look, see if they are in, because one is a mercenary unit. I believe one of them as well, there is an issue with it at the minute, but we shall have a look. But these guys, the Naginata monks. So these Naginata monks are the mercenary unit. You can either spend 2 million silver, or I think it's about 750 sovereigns to unlock these bad boys. They look pretty cool. The veterancy is again all about anti-cavalry. They're going to be an interesting unit because they are a mercenary unit. I don't believe they have a unit kit. You're not going to need to repair anything like that or anything like that, so it's going to be a bit of a cheaper unit to kind of run once you initially buy them. There is their attributes and everything, and these guys have a massive amount of health in comparison to the other units coming from the season. You will probably recognise these from the PvE mode, though they have been in the game for a very, very long time. We are now just going to be able to play them. We have elite mace sergeants as well coming into the game. These guys are meant to be very heavy hitting damage dealers. They are meant to take 50% less damage, I think it is, something like that, when they're actually using some of their skills. I think it's the charge, and they get a massive kind of damage buff or shield buff for them, which is going to be interesting to see. One veterancy line, which I do quite like. Sometimes it just makes it very clear how to play them. Do quite like that sometimes. Mastery system I will go into in a minute. The Matchlock Ashiguro are the last unit, which I think there is an issue with them at the minute, so I can't actually show these guys as they would be appearing here. So yeah, there is an issue with those at the minute. They're not currently in the game. They will be at some point or another. So the Mastery system, this is a brand new system coming into Conquerors Blade for the first time ever, where actually it is an individual leveling system for each of the units. When this system comes in, there will only be 5 supported units to begin with an additional 5 units then added each and every month. So you got to find actual uncommon manuals and things to that to actually level them up, and then as you do so they will gain obviously better skills, better attributes, all the rest of it as you're going through the different levels and stuff, which is going to make them even more versatile and even more useful as a unit. This mastery system has been touted as something that you really need to pay attention to and you really need to focus on, and you've got to really try and strive to get as many of your units mastered as possible to really kind of bring the edge onto them. That is all the units and everything coming in, so we've got 6 units coming in total this time around. We are going to be playing in Maoyang, Borderlands and Ostaria this time around. I'm not sure which one the capital was, but looking at this I assume it's probably going to be Ostaria. You can either start in Maoyang or you can start in Borderlands, and then obviously we'll be able to then move over. The apparently the amount of capitals that we can attack are 3 this time as well. Just looking at this, I'm not sure how true that is. It looks like actually the main region might be Conquerors City, which is going to be interesting. Not had that for a very, very long time. But, yep, that would still be quite cool. Before we go into the runes, I'm just going to show you all of the seasonal store, which you can buy with blades. Remember, blades cross over season to season, so if you've got a load of them saved up, you will be able to spend them in this season. Just going to scroll through very quickly just to show you all the kind of different skins and stuff that are coming in, and other little goodies that you can buy with your blades. I always recommend you pick up these bad boys as quickly as you can. They're just so useful having, and they're so cheap as well. Obviously go through the different doctrines and stuff, see if you need anything. Treatises are always really good to get, artificial stones are really always good to get, and then it's just any kind of unit attire, armor attire that you really fancy, that you want to pick up. They're going to be there all season for you to pick up. So seasonal runes, the easiest way I can show you this is probably this way. If I go into apply the rune, all runes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll very slowly down through this, pointing out the ones that I am just going to point out. There is loads and loads of different runes coming in this season, and you glaive users, myself included, rejoice fellow glaive users, rejoice glaive brotherhood, because we actually have useful runes coming in this season. So if you want to play a little bit more kind of damage dealing, which I do, I will be slapping this onto my glaive very, very quickly. If you want to play a little bit more tanky, then you've got the choice of this one here. We have finally got decent runes which are going to benefit our class, which I can see a lot more people running glaive this season. Finally, we are starting to come back up into the ranks of usefulness. I'm just going to scroll through all of the other kind of runes and everything, though I don't know enough about all the other weapon classes to really give my educated opinion about them, but I'm just scrolling through just so you can see everything you've got coming. Obviously you will unlock the rune system as soon as you get into the game, but then you need to actually level up your hero 5 levels, 10 levels, 15 levels, 20 levels to keep on unlocking more and more runes as you're going through. So just a couple other little tidbits which I don't think I can actually show you. I'm not sure where I would actually go to be able to show this, but there is F4 quest is no longer going. So they are getting rid of the F4 quest. They are replacing that now with a different system for newer players coming into the game. It has been touted as a better system, which is going to allow people to get into the game a lot easier and a lot better. There is also, something that I'm not overly keen on, is there is a separate pass going out for newer players, which I believe was called the Honor Pass or something like that, which apparently is meant to give newer players a lot better kind of items and stuff to kind of bring them up into the meta or bring them up in line with the meta a little bit quicker. I'm not 100% sure about how that's going to work, to be honest. I think taking out the F4 quest is a real mistake, but we shall see just how that goes. I think that's pretty much everything for this season, though. I don't think there's anything too major that I have missed. Again, I apologise if there is, because I have rushed through this a little bit, and I've not had a booklet to actually refer back to this time. But let me know any questions you got. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to see. Let me know your thoughts on what you've seen so far as well down in the bottom. Make sure you enter that competition for those 3 battle passes I am giving away. There's only a couple more days to enter that, so make sure you get into it. Thank you very much for watching though, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, please hit that sub button, hit that like button, share this video around, all that lovely fan-tastic stuff, and I hope to catch you out on the battlefield.